The college football playoff has returned in the Buffalo Bulls Dynasty. And hosting in the first round, our Bulls take on the Tennessee Volunteers. Both teams went 9-3, lost 2 conference games, and failed to qualify for their conference championship. Buffalo is the 7 seed, Tennessee the 10. And it's a true freshman quarterback that has helped bring us this far. Kenyon Traylor put together an incredible regular season with 22 total touchdowns and 1 interception. Along with our 3-headed monster in the backfield, this is one of my favorite offenses we've put together in the series. We'll face Marcus Tootin and a very talented, loaded roster of Tennessee. With our defense having their struggles throughout the season, you wonder how we match up with a really good SEC team we have no experience playing against. They have a 5-star running back in Johnny Darden. The front 7 has to be up to the challenge. But then the secondary is going to have their hands full with speedy receiver Oscar Emery, a 4-star deep threat. These teams both have a lot of offensive firepower. I'm excited at what this game could bring. Who can do a better job of slowing down the opposing offense? Tennessee has some really good standout players, primarily at linebacker. If they can handle our running game and force us to throw it more, it definitely starts to favor the Volunteers. We come into the postseason winners of our last 2, following that loss to North Carolina. The Vols, meanwhile, also played Syracuse. They lost to them. They also played Kentucky, another team that we beat this season. They did win their last game, though, of the regular season. And we're going to spend these coach points ahead of getting into today's game. Going in the tactician tree, I'm going all 4 tiers on secondary and linebacker. The defense needs everything to come together today, and for us to have a chance at making a deep postseason run, they cannot have games like they did against UNC or Stanford. I think the offense is a big reason we're in this spot, but we can't do this without the defense. So can we defend our home field? 2 years ago, we beat Auburn here in the postseason. And the playoffs are officially underway. And the Bulls will start at the 25-yard line as true freshman quarterback Kenyon Traylor takes on another challenge. He's put together one of the best seasons by a quarterback in the series. They jumped off sides, and it's a run to DeMarco Lacumbo. It'll instead be a free 5 yards for the home team. Got to use that home field advantage. Now a 1st and 5 run. It is Lacumbo again, and he loses one. Tennessee loading the box, and here's a screen. It is complete. Jimmy Sampson, and the ball gets knocked out. He got rocked, and Tennessee recovers at the 28-yard line. 2 plays in, and the Vols come up with a big defensive play. I think using the running backs in the passing game is key in a matchup like this. But Jimmy Sampson puts it on the ground on his first touch. These Tennessee linebackers are big, athletic, and physical. And they've given a short field now to Marcus Tootin in the offense. And it'll start with a play action on 1st down. That pass batted down by Jamal Harper. 3 receivers in the game. Another fake. Tootin dumps it outside. And sloppy tackling by Buffalo. They let him get the 1st down. That should have been a 3-yard gain max. Devontae Carrion whiffed, and now running straight ahead, lowering his shoulders is Darden. Keeping now Tootin. He's met and stopped by Spencer Jordan, who fought through a block. Sets up 3rd and 2. Johnny Darden met and turned away, only gaining 1. And they'll send out the field goal team. And the kick is good. Tennessee scores first after the opening drive turnover. In motion, that's Oscar McNabb. And on 1st down, they get him in space. McNabb across the 30. It's a gain of 7. For sure, he needs to be a focal point of the offense today. And we're going with a lot of early DeMarco Lacumbo. Running with power is the first priority, but now we're going to work in the Tennessee native. This is Keaton Cleveland, and he loses 3. So far, tough against the run. Here's a throw to the outside, contested, but caught by McNabb. Now they need 8. Pressure getting there, and Traylor cannot get the pass away cleanly. It's incomplete. That's a nice blitz they dialed up to get the unblocked rusher. And Tennessee's defense is off to a very hot start. Now they'll take over at the 19-yard line. Tootin protected and has a wide open man. Beyond the 40, a first down gain of 26. Darden now, they fake it to him, and Tootin unloads. Deep shot and a catch! Along the sideline, it's Morgan Hyde. They got the mismatch against Brian Dragosevich. Does he actually get a foot down? He gets one knee, and that's enough. All the way to the 15 now. Darden to the outside. Wrapped up, and it's goal to go Vols. Tootin on first down. Hits the tight end again. Brought down at the 3. 2 receivers now to the right. Tootin throws quick. Pass is hauled in. They'll say out of bounds, though. And it's close enough to trigger a booth review. Let's see the footwork here. Incredible anticipation and timing, and sure enough, he gets both feet down. That is a Tennessee touchdown, and they have gone up 10-0 on the road, despite Buffalo getting the ball first. At the end of last episode, this is the kind of situation I laid out we did not want to find ourselves in. Another big hit delivered to Cleveland. Solid gain. Need a third down conversion. They'll get it now. Sean Blade makes the reception up to the 42. Can Traylor settle the game down? Tennessee blitzes, and wide open is McNabb. He's into fall territory. Spreading the defense now, and again beating the blitz. It's Blade on the reception, and he's a tough guy to match up one-on-one with. From the 23, Traylor complete again. Getting in rhythm, it's Roger Grimm on the catch. Now only 12 yards out. And they'll go to Cleveland now, around a block. Ball is out again, and Tennessee has come up with it a second time. Another Buffalo fumble, this time when they're in striking distance. Let's see it here again. He had a nice move to get inside the 5, and then the ball comes out. I can't see when the knee is down, but it looks to me like Nathan Hill's knee knocks the ball out of his grasp. Unbelievable. And they're going to keep this a fumble on the field, and Tennessee will take over at the 1-yard line. Another big defensive play, and they'll get out of the end zone now. It's Darden wrapped up. Big tackle by Titus, but a 16-yard gain. Motioning out Darden. Tootin completes. Good pickup of 12. They get it to 3rd and manageable. Full yard to go, and they're not going to get it. Buffalo comes up now with the stop. It's a loss of 4. Treggs and Gatto combine. You know, that's big for the defense right now to have 2 turnovers already committed by the offense. They've allowed only 3 points off of those. But now concerns for what's been a very good offense this year for Buffalo, and now some tough running from DeMarco Lacumbo at 7 yards. The one running back who hasn't put it on the ground yet. Another big hit, though. You got to cover up today. These guys are physical. 3rd and 1. That's Carlos Harms in the game. Instead of giving Lacumbo 3 straight carries, they put Harms in. And now fake to Lacumbo. It's Traylor off the mark for McNabb. And I think he had him there. Oscar McNabb now in orbit motion. And again, getting him in space. McNabb across the 50 and hit down at the 44. The running back now is Jimmy Sampson on 3rd down. Traylor dumps it for Jimmy, and he has the first down to the Tennessee 30-yard line. 10 of 12 start for Kenyon Traylor. From the Vols 31, firing over the middle and complete. He hooks up with Sean Blade. Buffalo's second red zone trip. Jimmy wrapped up on the play. Good tackle, Eli Childress. After a loss at 2, stepping up and meeting the defense is Traylor. He's sacked. And that'll be a loss of 4. On 3rd and 16, pressure on Traylor. Chased out and run out of bounds. No flags on the play. And they're going to send out the field goal team now. This is Morgan Grassmanis. Nearly blocked, but one of the most reliable players on the team lately puts us on the board. Just a few minutes now until the half, and the Vols have it at the 25. Darden met in the backfield by Troy Hodell. 2nd down and 12. Now the delayed give. He stiff arms Hodell to the ground, and the tackle is made by Spencer Jordan. 3rd down for Tennessee. Now a Buffalo blitz, and they beat it over the middle. That's their top tight end, James Bosch. At the 49 now, Darden to the right, spins out of a tackle as we hit the warning. Empty for Marcus Tootin. Short throw, nice hit by Anthony Titus. Again, 3rd and short. Throwing for it, good route and a 1st down. Working open against defensive back of the year, Larry Pan. On 2nd down, this pass is on target and Hyde makes the grab, his 3rd. Vols into the red zone, 50 seconds left. Going end zone with it, nice hit. Mid-air play by Jamal Harper. On 2nd down, short and incomplete with Edmonds coverage. 3rd down, Tennessee. Buffalo defending the sticks, and the pass is caught, but a little shy of the mark. They played it safe earlier, they'll play it safe again. A field goal try is no good. They're tough at short range, okay? And the Tennessee Volunteers missed a chance at going up 10 again. And now Buffalo, they're going to see what they can do here. Traylor got it to Lacumbo. Good adjustment. You know, you cannot take these seconds for granted here. If you can get an extra possession, you take it. Over the middle, broken up for Jimmy Sampson. Yeah, these linebackers can really play. 13 seconds on the clock. Traylor gets it out. That's McNabb. And they'll have to spend the last time out now. Still a little ways from the end zone. Traylor climbing and taken down. He will not get a pass off deep, and that is the first half. A low-scoring, tough defensive battle to this point, but Buffalo's 2 turnovers are the difference. Their best chance at a touchdown ended up with the football on the ground. But the defense, I think, so far has impressed. They haven't given Tennessee the big plays that hurt us down the stretch and in our losses this season. And they've played damage control after those turnovers. Maybe in the second half, we have to go take a couple of our own. But now the defense is on to begin the 3rd quarter. Marcus Tootin from the 22 hands to Johnny Darden. Well blocked on the edge here, and that's going to be a quick 10 yards. 1st down, Darden gets the handoff, and Buffalo does a poor job containing him. Darden near midfield. We've gotten sloppy on a couple of these plays. The corners are not getting physical. 1st down off the fake, and a good job along the boundary again. Empty for Tennessee. There's a play. Larry Wheeler stuffs the jet sweep pass. Loss of 4. Backed up to the 38. All the way out now and beating Devontae, carrying a 1st down to the 20. That's Carl Wall. Handoff. Darden slips a tackle of Treggs and gains 1. They go split backs now. Dumped over the middle and wrapped up by Harper. Buffalo has been at their best, it seems, on 3rd down. A run to the right, and stuffed by Troy Hodell, forcing a third Tennessee field goal try. And this kick does put them up by 10. Some things got to change here in the second half. Buffalo's offense has had some trouble today. They've been tough against the run. We've put the ball on the ground twice. Third down for Traylor, and a catch that'll move the sticks, Oscar McNabb. Having to throw a bit more than I wanted to today. Now Sampson's going to be met for another loss. And losing the battle there on first down just completely changes our offense. But here comes Grimm across the middle. Back on track, third and short, right where we want to be. Now Lacumbo carries, they're all over it. What a play in the backfield. Flying in was number 42, Colin Byrne. They're going to leave the offense on, though, and that time Lacumbo overpowers the defense. Everybody in tight on first down. Trailers. First down throw goes to McNabb. Gain of 8. They got some tempo now. And on second down, it's Sampson. Another big hit, but up to the 35. First down, Bulls. Blitz coming, picked up, and the pass is denied. Looking for Sean Blade. They'll run Jimmy Sampson to the right, and nothing but volunteer defenders waiting for him. Again, they face third down. Trailer against the blitzes! Smashed in the pocket. DeMarco Lacumbo late in picking up the blitzer. And that's going to bring on the field goal team again. And this is a 51-yard try, right hash into the wind. Grass Manis! No, it's no good. He pushed it wide left. He had made his previous 15 field goals in a row. And that make would have put us back in a one-score game. Tennessee back to working off the fake. They get a big connection as Tootin goes over 200 yards passing. Tootin hands to Darden now. Bulls on the ground. Buffalo takes it. Augustine recovers. We got one. I knew we'd have to continue making big plays defensively, and that's what we needed. It's the captain of the defense, Leon Edmond. Darden never saw him. He got spun around. The defense comes up big, and the offense back on the field. Here's Lacumbo off the delay. Good start to the drive, gain of 8. The fourth quarter is now approaching. Lacumbo again. Nice block by Barmore, putting a defender on the ground. 30 seconds to go. Buffalo trying to keep up this momentum. Nice cut. Oh, what a move. Cleveland gets the first down. And there is the top running back of last year's recruiting class. Quick throw on the money. Caught by Mike Dugans inside the 20. They're trying to get everything they can here out of this third quarter. Another nice job by Cleveland. And he gains 7. But we'll take this now into the fourth. 12 yards away. Lacumbo carries. Cuts it up. He's across. Touchdown, Buffalo. Took him 4 quarters to find the end zone. The locomotive finally gets us there, and it's going to be a field goal game. 13-10. Hard-fought game by both teams. Tennessee throwing to the outside. It's a 5-yard reception. Third down. Buffalo's been tough here. And Darden. There we go. That's a stop. Larry Pan, the first one there. They've done such a good job of getting off the field today. Back to the offense, and rolling Trailer. He's going to take off now and get the first down. Haven't really seen him use his legs much today. Sampson on the carry here. He'll get 6. Ben Van Roten checks in. He's slot right. It's Cleveland. Another cut to the inside. They give him some space to do what he does best. First down. Sampson returning. Blitz coming. And, oh, wow, drop by Jimmy. That might have been for the best. kind of panic there under pressure. It sets up 3rd and 7, and Traylor's pass is knocked down. 4th and 7. Do you think about the 57-yard field goal here? Buffalo sends the offense back out. Tennessee doesn't bite on the hard count. Traylor, he's hit, and the pass off the mark for McNabb. They get the interior pressure, and Traylor just a little too far in front. Tennessee takes over, and Darden, he leaps over Edmond, getting a couple more. Single high safety, they bring 5, and good hands on the reception by Morgan Hyde. Just across midfield, off the fake, Tootin. He has nowhere to go. Everybody was covered. It's Buffalo's first sack of the game. It goes partially to Stephen Makovica. Darden on the carry, can't fight through, and he's taken down by Vince Scotland-Williamson. Big 3rd down for Buffalo, and Tennessee comes up with the play. 25-yard gain on 3rd and 15. Sneaking past Larry Pan, the safeties aren't in range to make the play. Under 5 minutes left. Tootin fakes, the pass is broken up. Leon Edmond. Running on 2nd down, getting to the outside is Darden. Chased down by Gatto. Many 3rd and shorts today for Tennessee. Darden off the field. Tootin will throw. At the sticks. That is going to be enough. Tennessee moves the chains. Split backfield. Blitz is coming. It's out and out of bounds. That's a loss of 5. The blitz caused a bit of a panic throw there. Now Darden carrying on 2nd down, and Titus makes the tackle. Again, just trying to keep the Vols out of the end zone. 3rd and 9, plenty of time. Tootin throwing. It's incomplete. Nearly had a touchdown. But now the field goal team comes on again. It's a 27-yard field goal. And Jefferson missed again. Another short kick is no good. Not nearly as close as the last try. And that gives the ball back to Buffalo. It is a 3-point game. 2:36 to go for Kenyon Traylor, who completes to Jimmy Sampson to start the drive, and he lost the ball again. This time Buffalo's on it. That's 3 fumbles now on the day. From the 43, Traylor is wrapped up by 2 Vol defenders. 1:27 on the clock here. Pressured again, off balance, incomplete. McNabb covered well. They spread the defense here on 3rd and 17. Another blitz coming, just out for Sampson. He gets to the outside and is stopped at the 45. And they're going to hurry to the line now. It is 4th and 8 with 1:06 on the clock. Kenyon Traylor back to pass. He sends it downfield. McNabb is there. It's a touchdown. All the way to the end zone on 4th and 8. The Bulls have taken their first lead of the game. Great release by McNabb. Safety is nowhere to be seen over the top. And Kenyon Traylor put the ball right on him. What a play for Buffalo. And the defense, who has done such a good job today, needs to keep Tennessee out of the end zone one final time. The Vols have all 3 timeouts. They'll go to the air, hitting Bosch, the tight end. First down. The first timeout is spent. They have to go 62 additional yards and get across midfield on this catch. Marcus Tootin's played a great game all day. Now on first down, coming across, it's a short gain of 4. And now they'll hurry up and spike it with 39 left. Vols spread the defense out. It's Tootin firing right on target. And what a route that was by Carl Wall. First down Tennessee, 16 yards out. 2 safeties in the end zone. Short throw, goes for 6 yards. They hurry again. Tennessee spiking with 22 seconds left. 3rd and 4. Buffalo sends 4. They have nowhere to go, and the pass is incomplete. Good coverage downfield, and it comes down to 4th down. They could still convert here, but only 15 seconds to go. Pressure's on! He's sacked! The game is over! Jeremiah McDougal breaks through, and Buffalo's gonna win this game! They finally get through the interior! Jeremiah McDougal sends us to the next round of the college football playoffs. What a game! And what a win for Buffalo, 17-13. This was a game unlike any we've played this year. It is the lowest scoring game Buffalo's played here in Season 8. Kenyon Traylor once again does his thing. No turnovers, hits the big play in the end. The running game did not have a great day. Tennessee's run defense was as tough as I expected them to be. And then we put the ball on the ground a bunch of times. Both teams caught some breaks. Of course, their missed field goals play a huge role in the end. If they only need 3 on that last drive, it's probably a different story. But they didn't hit those kicks. And we didn't finish off that drive early. We fumbled inside the 5-yard line. So both teams cost themselves points, but Buffalo gets it done in the end. We advance to the next round. Kenyon Traylor, 20 of 29. I thought the passing game played well considering the circumstances, especially not being able to run as effectively and kind of being forced to throw more than I wanted to. But the defense to me is the story. How many big 3rd down stops, how many field goals they forced. It was one of their best games of the year. It scores a big playoff win, and it launches us to the 2nd round. And I can't wait for our next game. We are getting Syracuse again. One of the best games of the series was played against them earlier this year in a 40-37 finish. Buffalo faces Syracuse again after they were victorious in the ACC Conference Championship. We are now the only ACC teams remaining. Syracuse also played Tennessee this year and beat them. And they are coming off 3 consecutive wins, including the conference championship against Clemson. We're going to see Thomas Calcaterra again, who is a first-year starter who's put in a really strong season. This was a great Syracuse team that started off poorly in that game against us, and then the second half was a different story. We saw what made them one of the best programs now in the country. Now, one thing that'll be hard to duplicate from that game is intercepting their quarterback 4 times. We have not been a defense that forces a lot of takeaways. That game was a big surprise. And it was also like a 24-point lead at the half. I'm not expecting any of those things to happen again. So who's going to be victorious in the second meeting between these two New York powerhouses? By the way, there was a recent update for College Football 25 that I thought threw off the slider set a little bit. Luckily, the only thing I've had to change is the speed threshold slider, going from 60 to 50. I didn't like how it was playing anymore on 60. I tested 55, didn't like that, but 50 felt better. I tried it out for this game, and I thought that it was one of the best on-field experiences we've had here in Season 8. At this point, you're not going to see any slider overhauling. I'm happy with where the set is. It's just sometimes threshold needs to be adjusted. It's the most important slider in the game, in my opinion. But that's it for today, everybody. Can't wait to come back with another playoff game. And man, this Syracuse-Buffalo rivalry didn't show up until the end, but I'm happy it's here. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next playoff matchup.